What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Working on the RX-7 today. We're doing some brake lines, and this here, the little T piece in the back for the back brakes, as you can see, it's yeah, not great. So we're down at the shop at the parts car, and we're gonna see if the one of the parts car is any better. Well, I'm no expert or anything, but I think this one's a little bit cleaner. So we're gonna take this one off and hopefully it comes off nicely, and we're gonna put it on the other car. So I couldn't get it to undo with the wrench. I think I'm just gonna cut the lines and take it off and then probably put a socket on it. I'm using just a regular open-ended wrench because I can't find my 10mm line wrench at the shop. So I'm just gonna cut it, take it off with a socket. It should be good. Snip. Snip. And snip. Ratchet. Oh, that does not want to come off. All right, hold on. So the bolt ended up breaking, but that's not a big deal. It looks a fair bit cleaner than this one. So let's pull it inside and see if we can't get these lines off. Okay, came out, took it to the wire, focus, took it over to the wire wheel, cleaned it up the best I could. I'm gonna throw some paint on it so it doesn't rust anymore. All the lines came out good, so let's go put it in the car. All right, we're back at the house, back at the car. Let me show you what we're dealing with here. So I've already briefly shown this part, the lines. You can see that line there is broken, which is what we needed this for. That wasn't coming undone. Let me show you underneath. Okay, we're under the car. Here's all the fuel brake lines. I already have the back piece out, as you plainly saw. But right on this fitting here, see how it's all crusty along here? Yeah, that's where it was leaking and broke. I have a feeling all these fuel lines are gonna have to be replaced too. And then this one is part of the evap, I believe, because it goes up to the charcoal canister, if I'm not mistaken. I hope that doesn't need to be replaced, although if you look, it's looking mighty crusty too. These connectors were all a freaking pain to undo. I had to heat every single little 10mm bolt up so that they wouldn't break, although that one broke, and one up front that I couldn't see ended up breaking. There's the other end of that broken line. You can see how thin it got near the end there. So basically, since all the lines were really crusty and none of these fittings want to turn on the ends for the brake lines and whatnot, I just decided I'm going to replace them all. We're going to start with the rear, the line from front to back, and then the two rears. The fronts we can do at another time. They're not at all that bad, but I've replaced the master, rebuilt all the brake calipers, so now all that's left is the brake lines, and hopefully the proportioning valve up front is okay. But let's start making some brake lines. So we got brand new fittings, brand new line, 3/8 line or 3/16 line, 25 feet. It's not going to be enough, but it'll at least get me started. It's not going to be enough, but at least it'll get me started and do hopefully what I need to do. It's quite the long run from front to back, so hopefully I have enough to get all the brake lines done, including the front when it comes time to do those, but I don't think I will. All right, let's get started. I really don't like doing brake lines. This is what I had to do to get it. The good thing is I'm using copper nickel brake line, so it's a little bit more pliable, but it just makes for a not as clean finish. Like this is essentially a straight shot and my line is not straight. Well, it looks like we're doing fuel lines as well. That's yeah, all those lines in there are gonna be just completely rotten. Fun. Well, I got the fuel feed return line out. I think I'm just gonna cut the video here. It's getting a little bit late. I didn't really get a lot accomplished today, got a lot pulled out. We did make all the brake lines for the rear and the new brake line going from the front to the rear. Haven't put them in yet because the junction T thingy was leaking, so I want to be able to take it back out, clean all that up, sand it down, throw some paint on it because it's just down to bare metal now, and I don't want it to rust or anything like that. So if you liked what you saw, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave me a comment. That's the best way to support the channel and to see what's coming up in the future. I'm trying to get the car done for this show that's happening at the end of May in Ontario at TMP, Toronto Motorsports Park, and in Ontario. So I'm trying to get the car done for that. I'd like to be able to go. I think it'd be really cool. So that's giving me some motivation to get this thing done and worked on. So next video, we'll finish up the brake lines. We'll get all that running installed. We're gonna get the fuel lines sorted out. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I might try and go plastic line or maybe even AN. I don't know. I don't know, it just depends what I can get and how quickly I can get it. And so yeah, hit that subscribe, hit that like, leave me a comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.